Today, we're talking about SUVs that are built to last. If you're in the market for a reliable SUV that can take you the distance, then you've come to the right place. We've researched and compiled a list of the top 10 most reliable SUVs that can last over 300,000 miles. From sleek and sporty to tough and rugged, we've got something for everyone. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of SUVs that stand the test of time. But before we begin, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos we post. Now let's get started. Honda CR-V. According to a survey carried out by a website for automotive research, which examined more than 15.8 million vehicles to determine which models had the highest percentage of vehicles that exceeded 200,000 miles, 1.1% of CR-V models reached the milestone. The CR-V is one of the most maneuverable vehicles in its class thanks to its 2.4-liter engine and 5-speed transmission, and it also has unexpectedly quick acceleration that will make you smile as you zoom past the sedans. You can't say that isn't absolutely mind-blowing, but even though your CR-V is unlikely to dazzle any supermodels, you'll be pleased with how much money you'll save over time. If you're considering purchasing this SUV, we advise you to strive for gas mileage of roughly 30 miles per gallon regardless of the generation. The best part is that you can keep driving your CR-V until you want to pass it on to your grandchildren, making it a win-win situation. Actually, the Honda CR-V, like other Honda cars, has a range of well over 200,000 miles, and with enough tender, loving care, it may continue to run for as long as 300,000 miles or more. This is because of the craftsmanship and superior materials used in the CR-V's construction. Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser is the best illustration of a car that can travel 300,000 miles without even the slightest mechanical hiccup. You know how people will say something is far away by saying something like 300,000 miles is 12 times around the equator or some other exaggerated blabber. Well, comparisons like this are laughed upon by the Land Cruiser before you sell it to the next owner who will do another 12. Since its introduction in the 1950s, the Land Cruiser has emanated beauty and luxury and is still cherished by automobile enthusiasts. By the end of this year, it will have made the equivalent of 12 rounds around the circumference of the planet. This SUV has always represented style. We don't believe there is any way you could go wrong with this one in terms of comfort, ruggedness, power, safety, or style. GMC YUKON. Entry-level trims are quite affordable, but YUKON Denali variants have excellent comfort features like perforated leather upholstery, front seat ventilation, and a panoramic sunroof. The bold GMC YUKON model line offers a refined approach to hitting the streets in a style that is both luxurious and effective. You may enjoy first-class comfort and the potent V8 performance whether you choose the standard YUKON or the YUKON XL with an expanded wheelbase. It's impressive to note that 3.2% of YUKON vehicles sold as used cars had at least 200,000 miles on them. Chevy Suburban. As the longest-running model in the Chevrolet lineup, the three-row Suburban has remained legendary among buyers of full-size SUVs. The Suburban is the perfect family car thanks to its standard V8 engine. Strong body-on-frame design and lots of interior space. Even more amazing is the fact that 4.9% of Suburban vehicles surpassed the 200,000-mile milestone and 0.02% even passed the 300,000-mile mark, placing the Suburban among the vehicles with the highest likelihood of doing so. Toyota Highlander Hybrid. Some people might be shocked that a hybrid crossover reached this list, but you might be even more astonished to learn that this is the only SUV on the list with a body frame developed from a car, given that Toyota is known for building dependable automobiles. The Toyota Highlander's prolonged lifespan is hardly a shock. Unexpectedly, a poll found that the hybrid model is built to last a lot longer. The most popular type of the mid-sized Toyota Highlander Hybrid includes a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, 2 electric motors, front-wheel drive, and a continuously variable automatic transmission. Only 3.8% of the vehicles advertised for sale had more than 200,000 miles on them. Chevy Tahoe. The full-size truck bay-based Tahoe. The GMC YUKON SUV and the Chevrolet Tahoe SUV are mechanically identical and can rack up miles just as readily. After some of the early models, 3.9% of the used Tahoe SUVs sold last year had more than 200,000 miles on them. The fourth-generation Tahoe was introduced in 2015. Its 5.3-liter and 6.2-liter V8 engines are both paired to a very dynamic 6-speed automated transmission for the full-size SUV. Because of its durability and sturdiness, the Chevy Tahoe has become one of America's most popular police pursuit vehicles. In fact, law enforcement personnel continue to utilize it as a patrol vehicle for off-road and towing operations. Toyota 4Runner. Given its dependability and hardness, most people consider this SUV to be unbreakable. Yes, we're talking about none other than the Toyota 4Runner if you're looking for a car that can surpass the competition. Although it can seat up to 7 people and is designed for off-roading, the 4Runner has features that make it a good choice for daily driving. It is a great SUV for customers who need a lot of space because of its incredible 47 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row, as well as other features as a result of its tough exterior. Technically a mid-sized truck, the Toyota 4Runner has long been a favorite among off-road enthusiasts. We completely understand why Toyota sells more than 130,000 4Runners annually in the US alone. But guess what? That number is only for new cars. An anticipated 4.1% of those resold again in 2020 have accumulated 200,000 or more miles, with 0.2% still running after 300,000 miles. You'll be amazed to learn just how high the numbers are if you look up the ones that people have already used. Toyota Sequoia. If you want to keep your vehicle in good working order for more than 200,000 miles, you can either take a chance on any other SUV or just purchase a Toyota Sequoia. This is Toyota's full-size truck-based SUV, and it's genuinely a great car to own. But why is it on our list? Well, according to a survey, 11.4% of these cars actually managed to cross the 200,000-mile mark. And on top of that, 4% of them traveled at least 300,000 miles. That's pretty impressive, right? If you take care of your Toyota Sequoia, it should last you roughly 17 to 20 years with 15,000 miles per year. Despite occasionally being overshadowed by newer models, Sequoia is still a sturdy, full-sized SUV with dependable performance, and both the interior and load area are roomy enough to carry the entire family on long trips. Lincoln Navigator. The Lincoln Navigator is a massive SUV with plenty to offer, from its roomy interior to its long list of opulent features. It really doesn't skimp on anything, and although reliability ratings for the Lincoln Navigator are mixed, it's not all that expensive to maintain. According to reviews, the average total annual cost for refueling the Lincoln Navigator is about $1,500. Ford Expedition. Whether you desire to live large or have a large family, the Ford Expedition is still a great alternative for anyone seeking capability and versatility. What's even more amazing is that the Expedition received a high score in a car survey, with 5.2% of used cars sold with 200,000 miles or more, and a sturdy body-on-frame design. The Ford Expedition is available in a number of trim levels and 2 vehicle lengths to fulfill the needs of all types of SUV consumers, ranging from value-packed to downright sumptuous. 2% of them had more than 300,000 miles on them and were still going strong. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 most reliable SUVs that can last over 400,000 miles. We hope you found this video informative and helpful in your search for a long-lasting SUV. Remember, when it comes to choosing a vehicle that will go the distance, reliability is key. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.